What's going on, GameDad fam? When we last left off, we were coming to the sewers, but things change. Because I had an aha moment while I was sitting here thinking, to myself, I know there's another chest in Mushroom Kingdom. And I was like, I could have sworn it was in the basement. And then all of a sudden, the light came on, and I was like, it was! Look what you're standing in. Haha, gotcha. Okay, move on. Boom. So, if I come over here, now I gotta wait for this dude to get closer. Gotta get closer over there. Alright, this is riveting, I know. But it's because if I just jump here, I got nothing. And unfortunately, I can't really force it per se. Except to be like, hey, go that way. But let me try and see if I can get lucky and get it. Okay, boom. And yep. Yeah. No. Yep. No. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's where the chest is. Now I gotta get him to walk close enough that I can hit it. Come on, go this way. Go that way! Oh, you jerk! I know, this is riveting gameplay. Okay, if he walks that way, it's pretty much immediate no. Okay. Nope. And it's a flower. That's it. But I knew it was there, and I feel better. So thank you for coming along with this minute-and-a-half journey. We're off to a good start. So now we're in the Kero sewers. And in the sewers, you can swim. I use that term loosely. So there's some pipes all around, what have you. And there's fishies. I do not want to fight the fishies yet. But this is the first area that really acts like a maze. You know, didn't mean to fight. But I'm going to hammer. I will not be using jump as much in here. As useful as it is, I'm going to be doing a lot more of this. Because the enemies here do represent a bigger difficulty if you're not paying attention. And from here on out, groups of 3 are a good bit more common. So it's just easier to... And they... Like, Mallow is still in this point where he can't really deal any physical damage yet. That will change. But he's still useful, just not with physical damage. He's useful both because A, crowd control, and B, he can heal for only 2 FP, which is really handy. And that crowd control is handy, let me tell you. Pure water. That item I just got, pure water, that is used to instantly kill ghost enemies. Here's a chest. Ah! It's a trap chest. There's a couple of these in the game. They're not the easiest, but they're also not super tough. But they have basically no magic defense. So, that being said, he hits you with max move, and he's a little bit tougher with it. So, they're not the easiest, but take them out, and boom. And then I get a flower jar, and I get a true form pin. I'm going to immediately equip that to Mallow. Technically, I should probably equip it to Mario, but this prevents Mushroom and Scarecrow, 2 unique effects in this game, because there's your standard, the status effects in this game are definitely unusual. So there is a sleep effect, where you're just tie. There is a fear effect, which has it to where you deal way less damage and also take more damage, if I remember correctly. I know you deal less damage. I can't remember if you take more damage. There is poison, which just damages you over time. And then there is... Ooh. And I learned Super Jump. There is some information behind that. I'll tell you in a second. And then there are 2 more statuses. Mushroom and Scarecrow. Each one transforms you. When you're turned Mushroom, you can't do anything at all. You're a mushroom. You sit there. That's your life. But you do heal a few hit points every round. When you're Scarecrow, you can use special attacks. But you can't use regular attacks. And yeah, once you hit certain levels, once you hit a certain level in relation to the enemy, there is a chance for the enemy to run away. So that can happen. You don't get any experience or anything, but then you just don't have to fight him. So it's handy. The only thing that gets annoying is, you know, you lose out on some experience on easier enemies, but to be fair, it's, to me, worth the lack of headache. And we got our first case of poison. But it's gone already. Status effects do not stick around between fights. They're gone. So, they're pretty easy to handle. What's cool about this area is that it's the first time you see some of the really unique... Like, Frogog was kind of the first unique thing, and then that's it. Here we go! Knew that was there. That was not efficient at all. But hey, you were supposed to do that and then run through here, and you could easily take care of these things. But it is what it is. Frogog was kind of the first unique area there, and then Shysters, they're shy guys on pogo sticks. Nothing too crazy. But the first one where you're like, oh, okay. You know, like, to me, is hobgoblins. That's when I was like, wait, what? Like, mice, I mean, Mario fought Mauser already in Mario 2. But... And they don't always run away. Clarification. They do sometimes. There's a number of factors. It's like a random chance, I believe. But the shadows and the hobgoblins, this is where all of a sudden it's like, okay, so there's some things that can actually potentially be a threat here. I was trying to walk by him. There's really no need to fight too much more here. I'm going to. Because, hey, you know, oh, poison. Good, yes, perfect. Thankfully, the good thing about it is, you know, in this area, again, a lot of times you're going to be either taking everything out in one round if you're being totally efficient, or, you know, once I get further in and I don't have just stacks of flower tabs to where I can just burn through my stuff. Mallow learns Psychopath. I'll explain that. You don't have stacks of flower tabs to go through. You'll be doing it in, you know, 1-2 rounds, things like that. So, Psychopath is Scan. You see the foe, how much health the enemy has left. What makes it of any note is that it still has a timed hit mechanic, and if you time your hit right, you get to see the enemy's thoughts. Sometimes it's just fun stuff, and sometimes they actually teach you something about the enemy, but it's not like, I'm weak to lightning, or something that on the nose. It's more... sugar honey iced tea. I was supposed to go in the other one. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. I'm making the steak longer than I have to because I didn't remember the exact path. There's a specific path you have to take. This is like the first time in the game where it's like, you will go to this specific spot, or you will just be wasting your time. Hashtag waste that time. 2019. Okay. So the trick is to go here. I'll hop over you, get in there, and boom. And now, okay. That The water has been drained. And if you try and jump here, you're back outside. But now that the water's been drained, we can move forward. So yeah, the cool thing about Psychopath is it's like, it adds a little flavor to the game. Like, it's... Everybody knows the old RPG mechanic of using a scan spell to see how much life something has, but it's kind of nice to be able to just be like, oh, shoot. That's what I get for not paying attention. To just be like, okay, what is a fish thinking? To me, anyways. So let me give you an idea. Actually, I'll give you an idea shortly. And a place where I think it benefits. Bow, meow, meow, meow. Womp, 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 womp. 22. So, I can... Oh, I can do it. You know what? This does work for me. I will jump. Just boost it up a little further. You can see how it gets very quickly to be very strong. And so it makes life a lot easier if you're doing that throughout the time. Oh, I missed. I think it's right when the cloud comes up. If I remember right. I could be wrong. I'm gonna try again in a moment that's coming soon, but... I'm not gonna lie, those pure waters are probably just gonna become pure cash. You don't face a lot of ghosts in this game. When you do, they're not really very dangerous. So... That's really an unnecessary. There are actually some good battle items. That's not really one of them. Boom. Heal up. Save. The game is giving you every indication of what's coming. Here's a full heal. Here's a save point. Take care of yourself. And boom. What is this thing? This must be... Belome. Is that a fire hose or his tongue? Belome. Mo-ho-ho. I believe it's Belome. Not Belome. But I could be wrong. So. Oh, I told you about this. So Super Jump is different from Regular Jump. Regular Jump, it powers up as you go through every time you use it permanently. And it's just a one-time hit, boom. Super Jump, you time your hit. And you can keep hitting as many times as you can properly time it. Somewhere around 10 to 12, it gets more difficult, and then you start getting to the point where you have to be frame perfect. The most you can get is 100 jumps. There are two little side things you can do, not really side things, but there's a guy you can talk to who tells you the most super jumps you've gotten, and he gives you an item, a handy item for hitting 30, and another for hitting all 100. I've done all 100 once in my life. The chances of that happening during this whole thing are just, there are no chances. Don't warn you now. I'm not good enough. But it's really, if you can get it, the item's really, really good. I will show you Super Jump, because it's cool. Boop, boop. Oh my god! Wow! Okay, I'm so sorry, folks. I'm going to try that again. Oh my god, what is it? Oh yeah, room service. Nope, that's not it. Where's my bib? I'll try it one more time. There we go. There we go. Here's where you're in bonus territory. And yeah, the damage ain't too bad. The thing is, it's stick for a body, head full of straw. Give me a scarecrow. Rah, rah, rah! Escrow Funk. And Mario's a scarecrow. That's why you get the true form pin. Technically, it's more effective to put it on him. The reason I don't, though, is because he can still do this. And be really handy. Mallow, on the other hand, it works either way. Can't stand it. The hunger. The hunger! He ate Mallow. Ate him up. Poof. Okay, and now I don't have enough to do what I need to do, and I can't attack. So I'm going to defend for a turn. So I guess I lied when I said I'm not going to use defend, because I've been using it a whole lot. For various reasons. And pop him out. Boom. I knew he was so close that there was no point really in me wasting a whole honey syrup. Boom. If you defeat me, you still won't beat me. Beware the flood. Lots of coins, lots of stuff. Bam! And there's a switch. So Belome must have been lying when he said water would come gushing out of here. Oh wait, there's a door. Do you hear something? Or does it just me? It sounds like water. Here it comes. Hit the button. Maybe just stand on it. Mario, what are you doing? The moral of the story, everyone is dumb. But we get to come to the Midas River, and I actually really like the Midas River. So the Midas River, want a crash course on it? No, because I know what I'm doing. So this is the first section. You can push the B button to do this, and you want to gather, obviously, as many coins as you can. But most specifically, those green frog coins are... That's where the money's at. Because pretty soon, we're going to be able to get some really cool stuff with frog coins that makes it all worth it. And there are these little areas where you can get additional... Sometimes you get a frog coin, sometimes you get a mushroom, sometimes nothing happens. In this case, nothing. But it just popped me over here. And boom! So that was kind of the game's way of showing you that that can happen, and then letting you make a decision for yourself. I'm going to go over here, obviously, because frog coin. And I'm just going to... Boom. I believe this bandit is going to give me another frog coin. No, I get a flower. That's what it is. He's going to pick that up, and then... And that flower will increase my FP by 1. So that's always handy. Yeah, those tomato things with forks always freaked me out a lot as a child. Because why is the tomato with a fork? That just seems counterintuitive. Seems real dangerous and abrasive. But what do I know? You cannot, and I tried as a kid, you can't get any higher than a certain point, so you're not able to, like, climb back. And I know because as a kid, I had this really cool turbo controller for the Super Nintendo. It was a clear plastic shell, and what it did is it had, that's right, I should have gone to the right. Sorry, folks. It had 6 little things here in the middle, little switches. You could put it to off, semi-turbo, or full turbo, and that was for each of the buttons and the L and R's as well. And so I tried as a kid, like, doing full turbo B, but it wasn't good enough. And so if I remember correctly... Boom. Now, you may sit here and be like, well, I mean, there's a couple coins, is that big a deal? It's not a big deal per se, but what happens is... So whenever you hit a barrel, you cross over to the other side. Ah! Poop. So anyways, the more coins you have, you get given... why am I used to get this correct pretty much every time. You get more coins for... You get frog coins at the end if you collect a certain number of coins. Wow, I don't know how I could not get that sentence to come out. So, the more coins you get, the better. And the coins you get from the beginning of it do factor into that. And there are fish that come, and if they hit you, you just drop some coins. So it's not the biggest thing, but... Mother of pearl! And sometimes that throws you off your rhythm, and sometimes it doesn't. Hey, what's that fun? You got 38 coins. Trade them in. I'll give you 1 coin if you didn't know. So for getting 60, I would get a frog coin. But I do get this, knock knock shell. So that's kind of something bullcrap that the game does, is Mario's onto his 2nd weapon already. And Mallow still hasn't had his 1st. I got time. So I'm going to go to the Tadpole Pond next. I love the jam here. It's real simple, but... Hi, can I help you? And then they see it's Mallow. Heard all about your adventures. You guys beat up Belome, right? Apparently, they do this thing where the waterways of the world bring all the information to here. You really the Super Mario? Everybody wants to see him. And, of course, we all know the way. He doesn't look anything like I think he would. We all know the way Mario proves he's Mario. By doing a jump, double front flip in midair situation. Okay. Grandpa, Mario's been helping me. I know, child. That rainstorm we just had, that was you, wasn't it? Watch it up there. You're supposed to make me look like I'm floating here, okay? As a kid, I loved this, and I'm like, why is there a second dot? Oh. It's like, obviously the Lakitu would be in view for them, but it's... Not a lot of games try to be funny anymore. You know, like, the South Park games, Stick of Truth and Fractured Butthole be the two things I could think of off the top of my head that would be like games that are actually trying to be funny. I love this marimba beat right here. Those are the only two games I can think of off the top of my head that are really trying to be funny, and you know, it's nice that a game tries to make you laugh, and it's lighthearted, but it does handle serious things. If only you knew the truth. Toadstool is no longer there! What do you mean? Patience, let me explain. Here's what happened. And you were rescuing Toadstool after defeating him, and just when you were about to free the princess, you heard a loud crash and saw a huge sword split the sky. Everyone tells stories the same way in this world. Whoosh! Out of the blue, the shock sent you three flying. Bowser and Toadstool are still lost somewhere out there. Now, you're worried about the princess, but first you need to take care of Smithy. His underlings are wreaking havoc in our world. Mac, whom you defeated at the Mushroom Kingdom, was one of them. More will be coming. Grandpa, I almost forgot to tell you something. We saw a star. Do you know why I was there? A star, eh? Most intriguing. This may sound illogical, but I believe shooting stars can grant wishes. Doesn't sound illogical at all. That's literally one of the oldest beliefs I've heard in a while. Would you like a recap? This is something else the game does that's a jerk move. You have to push down. If you just push A to go through it, he cycles through the whole thing again. It makes sure you're paying attention. Kinda like with the fights. Things sound so dire and serious. I guess Mac was one of the first of many. Some of them will make Bowser seem nice. Mallow, you speak as if these things do not concern you. You will accompany Mario on his adventure. Grandpa, what are you talking about? I'm only a simple tadpole. Kept this from you from now, but you're not a tadpole. I didn't want to get soda all over my blinds. My wife would kill me. Just pretend I spit out a whole lot of soda. This song actually genuinely got sad. I'm going to get through this, but basically, he found Mallow floating in the river, and he knew that Mallow had powerful magic, and he raised him like a frog, like his own grandson. But, boom. Mallow! Now it's not the time to cry. Go with Mario on his venture and find your real valley. Your real mother and father are out there somewhere. And you see him shaking. Psst, Mario. The boy's magic is sure to come in handy on your adventure. You'll take him along, yes? Okay. Grandpa, I won't cry anymore. I'll go on this adventure with Mario and find my real family. Then it's settled. You must embark on your adventure immediately. First, go to Rose Town. They need your help. Be quiet around here with Mallow gone. Maybe a snack will cheer me up. And this is why you went back to the store. By going back to the store, first of all, this place isn't so sad. And second of all, give me the staff I used when I was Mallow's age. The froggy stick will come in handy. Do not forget to equip it. Bam! Mallow, now Mario's got an attack of 60. Mallow had an attack of 36. Bam! 56! Almost as strong as Mario. And then 27, 27, 26. And then also he's got better defense than Mario. He's almost as strong as Mario. So now, Mallow doesn't suck. He's pretty dang good. That's why it's so crucial that you do that. Now, one thing I'm going to do is I am going to go here. Oh, got this dream of becoming a composer. I want to be as famous as Todovsky. My favorite song? It's Frog Fuchsia Suite number 18. Sol, la, mi, re, do, re, do, re, do. Oh, sol, la, mi, re, do, re, do, re. Okay. Jumping on the tadpoles. Let's hear your melody. I remember there's something that explains by that composer's block. Music lesson from what? Yes. Because I completely forget. Do, re, mi, sol, do, ti, la, sol, fa. Okay, so that's what it was. So, nope, screwed it up. I came one too early. Sorry. I remember what it is. The game tells you I mostly had to memorize. I just wasn't perfectly sure. Oh, that's not the right melody. Yeah, sucks. But one thing the game does tell you is it leaves it there if it's in the right spot compared to where it should be. It should be on the line if I remember correctly. Yes. And boom. But what this also means is you can always basically brute force it whenever one of these is going on. There's a couple of these. Thank you for the inspiration. Please take this as a token of my alto. Got an alto card. I believe you also get a tenor card, a soprano card. So notice, altos, you're the worst. Bam! So, having that alto card, and come here, and he's like, can't wait to graduate. Yeah, there's no other songs right now. It's at certain points in the game, it lets you get better ones. The reason why is they do that is because if I go here, welcome to the juice bar. Yup. Ah, an alto card. It lets me buy certain things. Right now, a froggy drink, which is basically 30 health, like a mushroom to the whole party, and an elixir is 80 HP to the whole party. It's handy. You get better stuff as the game progresses. And then this is the Frog Coin Emporium. So you can use your frog coins to buy things. Right now, I have 3, so I can't really buy anything worth buying. The things that'll be most worthwhile is later on. There's another frog coin shop. You can get like accessories and things that are handy. But for now, that's it. So what I'm going to do next, we got to go to Roseway. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go back to the Midas River, run it through one more time off screen to get enough coins that I get that first frog coin, just so I have it and get it done with because it's bugging me. And then for the next episode, we will be going on to the Roseway, and then on to Rose Town, and so on and so forth. So, but all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Shout out for the day. What music part are you? I don't know. Alto, tenor, soprano. I am a tenor. Yeah. Do you know your vocal range? If it's not good, just put that in there. Are you a singer? I don't know. I'm coming up with stuff. Leave a like if you liked it. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe if you want to see more. And otherwise, I'll catch you later, GameDad fam.